Now let's get into the calculations relating to the leasing. Now that we have understood the basic assumptions associated with the project, let's try to do some kind of basic calculations associated with the leasing aspect. Right, we have a few assumptions dealing with the leasing aspects. We have the land area, market value of the land, annual lease rental, increment in the lease rental, and the lease deposit. These five things are contributing to the leasing related assumptions. So we'll try to create what is the annual lease and what are the expenses the company is incurring as far as the lease rentals and the lease deposits are concerned. All these things will take up. But before we do any kind of detailed calculations, some of the things I would prefer to be there as a part of the model is, okay, pull out your year number. See, as I said, everything needs to be dynamic. In this case, I know that my project is for 33 years, wherein 2 years is a construction period and 31 years is an operations period. So I have to reflect the same. So every sheet, probably let it contain this particular information which talks about the year number, and let these years be dynamic. When I say dynamic, let them be created based on the total number of years of construction as well as operations. How do I do that? Initially, probably I may start with a 1. I will start with a 1, but what I will do is from the next year onwards, I will check if this particular year, the year which is in the previous cell, is less than the sum of these two, the construction as well as operations. I'll put a dollar there. If the current year is, or if the year before that is lesser than the summation of these 2 years put together, I will increment this by 1. I will increment this by 1. Otherwise, I will put a blank. What is this resulting in? If we see it, this is becoming 2. And now when I tried, this is a kind of a beauty you can create with your formula. Probably you maintain that, okay, you will do this up to a z number of years. Maintain some consistency in the column. As long as I am talking about AZ, I will maintain it. But this is showing 33 only as far as the years are concerned, and after that it is showing me a blank. The reason being, our formula is very comfortably applicable only as long as the years are less than the number of years. This is the kind of consistency we have to bring into the formula. Just for example, instead of the 31, or probably instead of 2 years of construction, I am talking about 4 years. So the total duration should be 35 years. And when I come here, I should see that my time period that is shown is 35 now instead of 33. That is how the model can become more and more robust for us, right? And yes, one more thing here. Here, when I am writing, I am not writing 2 years here, right? Probably if I had written 2 years and if I have written 31 years, if I had done the summation of these two, this is actually resulting in an error for me or 0 for me. Whereas when I do the summation of these two, It's actually showing 33. Why is it so? The difference is the way you have written these things. Here I have not written 31 years at all. I have only written 31 and gone into the format of this particular cell. Whatever is the text that needs to be replaced, what I do is I get into this custom formats and I create my own format. If I say let it be in terms of numbers, what I'll simply do is I'll put a hash and I'll put, or probably I'll put a 0, and in the space I will put years within the quotes. So means it's a number followed by a text called years. So automatically this gives me 31 years. Same way I have written all these things, 150 lakhs per acre. Just to say I don't want 150 lakhs per acre, I want to convert this into crores, so I want to write 1.5. But this is still showing me lakhs per acre. So what I will do, I will go into